Hey guys, Kermode here and welcome to Academy.fm. Today I've got a really cool tutorial for you guys. I'm going to show you how you can get cool FM synthesis styled tones just using Ableton's warping algorithm. This is a fun, quick trick, so let's get right into it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is grab something like a bass, maybe even a kick drum. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to grab a bass real quick and I'll show you on a drum as well. Okay, so I've got our bass here, and what you want to do is you first want to turn warp mode on, and you want to stretch and warp this thing. So I'm going to insert a warp marker at the end, and you can stretch it as much as you want because the amount you stretch it is actually going to make a difference. So I'm going to start with this, and then we'll play with the different lengths. Now, if you head on over to your warp modes, it's the texture mode that actually allows you to achieve this. Now what you have is a grain size, which as you stretch it will play back the sound in tiny little micro loops, little micro grains. And the flux is actually a random amount. Now this random amount is going to take away that FM style tone, but watch what happens if we stretch this thing way out, and I'm going to tighten the grain size over time as we listen. And you'll hear the tighter it gets, we actually start to achieve little tones within that sound, pitches within that sound that didn't previously exist. And if I stretch it way out, you'll really hear it. And where this really comes to life is when you start to transpose it in octaves. Even 2 octaves can sound really good. And each small pitch difference, grain size difference, and stretch difference is going to make a huge difference in the character of our sound. Let's grab a different bass for an example as well. This one here is pretty simple, and we'll just warp it. Let's even just pitch it up. Let's not even stretch it yet, and let's play with the grain size. So you can start to get some really cool tones, and I'll show you this on something really obvious. Let's just grab an 808 here. So we've got an 808, it's just a very basic F. And listen to the character of the sound as we put it in texture mode and we play with this grain size and the pitch. You can hear all the different combinations to create really cool tones, and this layered back with the original sub can just give you some really nice FM style sounds that people are probably going to wonder where you got it from because it didn't come from a synth, it came from really cool warping. So thanks again guys, I'm Kermode, we're Academy.fm.